Cold, windy and wet. You never know what to expect at Phillip Island, and the sprint is cancelled, so we get a Grand Prix on a Saturday for the first time in 8 years. His soft tyre choice backfires and Jorge Martin plummets from the lead to 5th on the final lap. Bagnaia's lead is up to 27 points, courtesy of second place, and Di Giannantonio is terrific for his first ever podium. But ahead of Thailand this weekend, after his 120th MotoGP race, Johann Zarco is finally victorious, and for the first time in 7 years, the legendary French backflip is back. Well, one man who, as far as I'm aware, is not doing backflips so far today is Mr. Nick Harris, but he can confirm that himself. Have you been doing any acrobatics of any kind over there in Oxford?
I haven't, but I did smile. I'm so glad Johann Zarco won the race, because I've been predicting him to do things all season. As soon as I stop predicting, what happens? He wins his first race in over 6 years in his MotoGP career.
Yeah.
So don't take any notice of me. That is the warning, I think, to everybody. But well done, Johann Zarco. He's a very special guy.
Yeah, and Jorge Lorenzo is with us as well, having just been at an event for electric scooters in Indonesia. He's now back in Spain, in Madrid. Jorge, great stuff in Australia. What a dramatic weekend. And Johann Zarco is a race winner.
Yeah, amazing, because that morning I couldn't watch the race. So when I wake up, because I have an event, so when I wake up and I saw the classification, I couldn't believe. Zarco won the race, Di Giannantonio on the podium, Martin in 5th position. I really couldn't believe that result, but this is what happened. MotoGP, nowadays you can expect everything from it, so this is the best thing about MotoGP at that moment.
Yeah, and you have to feel sorry for, Marc Marquez fell to 15th with the soft tyre, but Jorge Martin, of course. It was so close, Nick, leading that Grand Prix, of course, on the Saturday, all the way through to the last lap, and doesn't just fall back to 2nd, he falls back to 5th.
I won't say you could see it coming. I honestly thought he was probably going to hang on, but he didn't. And I'm going to ask Jorge in a minute, what must that be like when you know there is nothing you can do? You've done all the hard work. There you are, looking at 25 points, World Championship in the balance, and you start to slip, slide, and you know they're catching you. And there is nothing you can do, Jorge, I suppose. You just have to hope for the best.
As he said, when the race is finished, everyone can be very clever, no? But of course, if he felt he should use the soft tire, was because he thought was the best option for him. With the medium, we will never know what could happen. Maybe with the medium, he could not be opening so much gap, so he would battling with the group and not being able to escape. We will never know. But for him was not enough, this combination. This is clear.
Well, plenty to talk about the Thai Grand Prix this coming weekend. I like the wallpaper, by the way, in your hotel room, Jorge. But just a quick reminder for all of you at home, don't forget MotoGPGuru.com. Sign up now for free. Make your predictions for the last 5 rounds of the season and get the chance to win both cash and merchandise prizes for every single Grand Prix. You could even win this amazing Ducati Panigale V4S just by signing up for free. Okay, so this Martin Bagnaia fight we're seeing in 2023, guys, it's pretty fascinating. Nick, do you feel maybe with Martin, that lack of experience of being in this situation, he's not been there before, and of course Bagnaia has last year, is it getting to Martin? We've seen a few mistakes, the tyre choice, the crash in Indonesia. What do you reckon?
I don't know if it's getting to him. I mean, the tyre choice was a great gamble, and we'd have all been sitting here saying, what one more lap, one less lap. We'd have been saying, what an amazing choice, congratulations. Yes, he's crashed out of races. Bagnaia has crashed out of races as well. But I've got to say, since his problems, Bagnaia, he has come back so strongly. And that overtake on the last lap to take second place in Phillip Island was sensational, I thought. He saw the gap at, what was it, 6 inches? And through he went to take second place. He's on it at the moment, but I still think this has got a long way to go.
Now, talking of a long way to go, it's been a long year for Marc Marquez. Jorge, this is the first time we've had you with us as a guru on the show since Marc was confirmed at Gresini. Can he win next year?
I'm pretty sure if he will get a good bike, that I think he will, because as we could see with the Money Team bikes are really competitive, even if they are not the official ones. I think he will win many races. This is my opinion. He will be very competitive, very fast, and he will win many races. If the injuries and the bad luck they are not in his side, he can fight for the championship. I think so.
Well, MotoGPGuru.com, it's all about predictions, it's all about prizes. Prediction time, what do we reckon? We'll start with you, Nick.
After my performance with Johan Zarco, I'm surprised.
I bet you put Zarco back in here for comeback, haven't you?
Right, pole, I've gone for Jorge Martin.
And he has put Zarco back in.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere, don't worry. Sprint, I've gone for Bezzecchi. He was in pole last year in Thailand. I think he's recovering from that collarbone break. Obviously, it's still causing a few problems. Race, I'm still going to go for Bagnaia. I think Bagnaia is really on it at the moment. Overtakes Johan Zarco.
Well,
it seems doable, doesn't it? Jorge, what do you reckon?
Well, it's tough because I think Johan is going to be pretty quick this weekend. He likes the track and he's now motivated after the victory. But I'm for Martin. I think Martin is very strong, lastly, and I will put him for the pole position for the sprint and for the long race. I'm confident it will be dry. So in dry, I think it's in the highest level of his speed, and probably he will be very competitive. For the recovery and the comeback, I'm between Alex Marquez and Zarco, but because I didn't put Zarco for any of the top places, I will put Zarco for the comeback.
Okay, well, here's mine. It's quite Ducati heavy, but I think it's got to be, hasn't it, at the moment in 2023 with the way things are. I have gone for Marco Bezzecchi for pole, mostly due to the fact that he was on pole in Thailand last year as well. Martin, for obvious reasons, for the sprint. I've gone for Pecco for the Grand Prix itself, obviously back on Sunday this time. He was third in Thailand last year. And Quartararo, as you can see, for the comeback. He was on pole in Thailand in 2019. Let's see what happens. Let's do a quick run through of 6 riders. Let's take Bagnaia, Martin, Bezzecchi, top 3 in the championship, Binder 4th, and then Quartararo and Marquez. A quick ranking 1 to 10. What do you make? Let's start with Bagnaia then. A 1 out of 10 ranking from you both so far. Nick?
1 out of 10. I'd put him at 9.
Okay, Jorge for Bagnaia?
For Bagnaia, 8.
Yeah, I think I'd maybe say 8 as well. He has made a few mistakes, hasn't he? I'd maybe give Martin a 9 because I think he was less expected. Nick, what do you think for Martin?
I wanted to say 8, but I'm going to go 9 because I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, he has produced some amazing performances. Both of them have made mistakes, but they're pushing hard, aren't they?
And Jorge Martin from Jorge Lorenzo?
Well, he was pretty quick in many races, but also his start in the championship was not so good. And also many mistakes lastly, so I would put him at 8 as Bagnaia.
Bezzecchi, I'm not sure about this. I'll start with you, Jorge, for this one. What about Bezzecchi, a 1 to 10 rating?
Bezzecchi instead surprised me a lot this year with that victory in Argentina and some other very great races. So I would put him a 9.
Wow, okay. Nick?
I'm going to put him at 8. Yeah, he has been a surprise, and it'd be interesting to see now when he's recovering from this collarbone break how strong he is in these last few races.
Yeah, I was going to say 8, but I'll go 9 as well because of what he did with that collarbone in Indonesia. Brad Binder, an 8 maybe, guys? Nick, what do you think? I mean, can he do much more with the package he has?
I don't think I think, with the new frame and the package is pretty good. And I'm going to say 7 for Brad Binder because I've always felt that actually he could have produced just, when he's on it, it's brilliant, but a few better results. So Yeah, I'll go for 7 for Brad Binder.
Jorge, what do you think?
I'm with Nick. I think 7. He's very strong on the race. He recovers many positions and he's in the podium and even in some victories sometimes. But he needs to improve the qualifying and some mistakes, some crashes, some touches with other riders that he could avoid. So I will go for 7.
And then 2 world champions who've had a very difficult year. Fabio Quartararo, first of all. Jorge, what do you think?
Fabio, so. I will put him at 7.
Nick?
I think I'd go for 7. He's worked hard on a very, very difficult year.
And Nick, staying with you, what about Marc Marquez?
Oh, well, what did Jorge do first on this one? It's so difficult. 25 crashes. He's pushed everything to the limit. 7.
Jorge?
Yeah, many crashes, difficult bike. Obviously, he's pushing. You cannot say he's not doing his best to be competitive. Also 7.
Guys, thank you very much. Jorge, we'll speak to you very soon. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
And Nick, I'll see you in, not next week, but the one after. We've got a little bit of a break and then that other triple headed to win this season, haven't we?
Look forward to it, Greg. Thank you.
Alvaro Bautista will be with us ahead of Sepang, so maybe leave some comments below. I'll do the YouTuber blogger thing and get some questions in and we'll put them to Alvaro for the next programme. MotoGPGuru.com. Predictions make points and points make prizes. Good luck with Thailand.